Yeah, you know, with Grand Theft Auto 6 coming around, everybody itching for the trailer 2. I figured we watch this video from Jetro. It's the nonsense guide to GTA. No nonsense guide to GTA 6. So basically, he condenses everything that we know up to this point with the leaks and everything they have ever said, and then it's all condensed into a little video. So I figured we'd watch this. I appreciate all the support on the channel, from the videos, live streams. I live stream on Twitch every day, Kick, Rumble, TikTok. I really appreciate all the support. So let's go check this out.
This is the no nonsense guide.
No nonsense.
GTA 6. I've compiled every single detail, leak, and factual piece of info that we have about this game.
Everything.
And I will explain it all in this video. Now, before we start, I want to quickly say that the Discord is now live. So if you want to come hang out, chat, ask me questions after a video, feel free to join with the link in the description. I'm going to be active in there as much as possible. But with that out of the way, let's begin. GTA 6 is set in Vice City with two main protagonists, Jason and Lucia. It was confirmed this week by Take-Two's earnings call that the game is set to release in fall of 2025.
We're waiting for the trailer, but I want to just go over like everything that we know, like, you know, what's coming to the game, what's been leaked to the game. So yeah, I wish another trailer would come out. Honestly, they can shadow drop it at any point. Probably what's going to happen. Everybody's saying April Fools, but that didn't happen.
Which is anywhere between late September and early December. It is only being released on the Xbox Series consoles and the PS5.
Now, this is the only thing that sucks, is I'm going to have to go back to the PlayStation. So my actual PlayStation I have, actually, when I first moved into this place, it fell over and the HDMI like pinched it. So I can't use a capture card on this PlayStation 5 I have right next to me. So I'm going to have to buy a whole brand new freaking PS5 just to play GTA 6. Will I do it?
So
absolutely.
No PS4, Xbox One, and no
I'll buy two of them
at initial launch.
I'll buy two PS5s and I'll pay for the game twice.
The game is believed to be a Bonnie and Clyde
no question
story, meaning that Jason
and I'm dead serious. Well, they're going to get me anyway because I'm going to have to pay for it on the PlayStation 5. Then when I go on the PlayStation on the PC, I'm going to have to buy it again, and I'm going to do it. But people keep saying, oh, it's going to be $100. Yeah, damn right it is.
Are a couple that commits crimes together. But those two similarities are probably
let's watch
the only
this.
real connections between the game and the iconic couple. Now, based on all of the evidence we have so far, it seems that without a doubt, Lucia's actress is Manny L. Perez, known for her roles in Law & Order and some other various TV shows, as well as already having some previous work in GTA 5 already. But Jason's actor, on the other hand, doesn't have enough info yet to definitively say who it is, but so far the best bet is either Dylan Rourke or Jake Silberman. Now, a lot of people also get confused on how we know his name is Jason, since it's never been mentioned officially, and it's because we found out the name through the 2022 GTA 6 leaks. As far as the map goes, it's currently being accurately mapped by the GTA 6 mapping project using methods we'll talk about in a little bit.
It is crazy that the community, like, they made their own map. It's insane. You can look it up. You can Google it. It's crazy. They like took all the pieces what they know and like made their own. It's insane how these people do this stuff.
But so far,
it's pretty impressive.
Is about 2 times the size.
It's pretty
of
impressive.
GTA 5's. GTA 6 was codenamed Project Americas, and its map was originally supposed to have elements of both North and South America present.
Yeah, so the first rumors was that it was going to be 2 locations that you were going to be able to fly from, well, now that we know it's Vice City, to South America. Like, that's what it was going to be. Like, it was going to be international, but it probably, with it, it's just probably too big of a game, I'm assuming.
But it was later downsized due to technical limitations.
Yeah, limitations.
However,
there it is.
Because of this, it was stated by a well-known insider that GTA 6 is believed to have its map expanded upon over the years within future updates. So now, with going over every detail we know about the actual game itself, the only logical next step is to look at what we found out in the 2022 GTA 6 leaks, and it was a lot. On September 18th of 2022, 90 leaked clips of GTA 6 development footage were posted on the GTA forums that gave us our best look into new features, mechanics, characters, weapons, and so much more. from these leaked videos, the community was able to put together a 64-page document that included every finding from the leaks, which I will leave down in the
64?
description if you want to look at it yourself. But for those who don't, here is what we found. We found mention of 8 new characters: Dre, Sam, Wyman,
Dr.
Billy,
Dre.
Tit, Zach, Kai, and RB Shaw. We also found the mention of 2 gangs, a Haitian gang called San for San, and the Guardia brothers. And there was also a mention of a far-right militia as well, but the group working on the document didn't know if it was considered a gang or just people we might meet along the way. As far as item goes, there is a lot of evidence to suggest that Lucia will be a hacker of some sort, and it's because of the items that we found, some of which include an auto dialer, binoculars, an immobilizer bypass, cutoff tool, painkillers and trauma kits, which are most likely used for heals.
Imagine how much equipment you're going to be able to have on GTA 6. Like, there's going to be so much stuff. A golf putter. Like, you'll be able to golf. Like, how many different games they're going to have, like mini games. It's going to be pretty crazy. I'm assuming it's going to be insane.
Pool cue, food and drinks.
I don't know. I don't think people realize what we're going to get. We might get this insane high, man. But the expectations are high. They're really, really high for this game.
Drive, a torch,
like, I've never seen it.
Flashlight, tracker jammer, a duffel bag and backpack for looting, which is also new, and a Slim Jim. The Slim Jim is very interesting because this is a tool that's used for breaking into cars, which implies that stealing cars is going to be a lot harder in GTA 6 than just pressing Y and breaking the window to get in.
Now, they have been saying this, but I'm assuming that GTA would be smart enough and you could put it, like, say you play the game and you could put it in classic mode, like classic GTA, just jump and grab. You know what I mean? Jump into a car and go. Like, it's called the classic mode, like, in, like, the settings.
Moving on
that's
to weapons
just
now,
me. I don't know. I'm just yapping.
Older, already seen weapons from previous games will be returning. There are a few new ones they found as well, which include the smoke grenade, the spear gun, a polymer pistol, which may also introduce metal detectors in stores or jobs, and flashbangs. Based off the leaks, it also seems that the weapon wheel has also gotten a huge revamp, with an added section for grabbing stuff out of the already mentioned duffel bag / backpacks, which you can use to carry items that you found, which obviously means that the RDR2 looting system is also making a return. But on top of this, it probably means that you're going to be limited in what you can carry around without a bag. So gone are the days of carrying an entire army's arsenal with you in your back pocket. There was a few activities found as well that are pretty self-explanatory. You have golf, fishing, races, scuba diving, and dice. There was also
scuba diving.
Of some van shipments, some robberies of certain stores, and deliveries the player may have to do as well. So one of the hot topics or even debates at this point that I've seen a lot of people make over the years is that there was a claim by someone that 70% of all buildings are going to be enterable. That's
going to be insane. If that's true, that I don't know if the game would be able to handle that. We don't even know how big this map's going to be huge, and you can go into 70% of the buildings. I wonder what, like GTA 5, I wonder what the percentage is. Definitely not that high. There's no way.
There is no evidence to support that number directly. It was discovered that a total of 157 interiors just in the leaks were found, some of which include the Malibu Club, pawn shops, strip clubs, supermarkets, bars, restaurants, apartments, and laundromats. Now again, we don't have an exact number of how many there are going to be, but I would feel pretty confident in saying that GTA 6 will have the most enterable buildings of any GTA game to date.
I would hope so. I mean, they would obviously push themselves. They got to. They have to. Has to have more than the next game. It always got to be that way.
Even though there will be a lot of buildings that won't be enterable, they will have a lot more of an immersive feel because of a new Take-Two patent that works on AI generating interiors. We actually think that we've already seen this technology in the works with the trailer, as there is a lot of apartments that are fully furnished, but to think that we can enter each and every one of them is probably unrealistic. But either way, they will have a more immersive feel with thinking that it looks like someone lives there. Recently as well, I have been getting a ton of questions about the new GTA Online, and honestly, we don't know a whole lot, but here is what we do know. In the leaks, there was a clip that was shown that showed 2 developers in a session together, both of which were just spectating, but the lobby read 2 of 32 players. However, with that said, there was also a new patent filed a while back by Take-Two that detailed a system for seamless lobby switching. Because of the sheer scale of the map, the patent details how the map will be split up into a number of different sessions, with the seamless switching from one section to another just by passing said borderline. But going back to the map for a little bit,
Imagine like a BR on Grand Theft Auto.
mentioned earlier that it was absolutely massive, and it is. And here is how we know that for a fact. In all of the leaked clips, there was a black bar at the bottom of the screen, and in this black bar were coordinates for where the player was standing relative to the Rage engine. Using these coordinates found in the
So
leak,
that's how they're doing it. I was wondering, I'm like, how are they making these maps, or how do they know it? So okay, that makes sense. That makes
the GTA
that makes
6
a lot more
mapping
sense.
project is using them to outline and create a realistic landmass for the map. And by using the exact same dimensions found, the YouTuber Darkspace is currently creating a map in GTA 5's Rage engine to 1-to-1 scale with the leaks, and was able to fly from one end to the other, which took about double the time as GTA 5. Darkspace is actually working right now on making a detailed GTA 6 map right now, so if you want to check that out on his YouTube, the link is in the description. Go show him some love. The project is insane. Now, moving on in the leaks,
People
we
are
know
crazy,
that there's
man.
going to be a bunch of collectible items in the game, but 2 of which we know to be collectible hats, as well as Wyman's car parts, who, again, Wyman is an already mentioned character. Of course, as well, we also have a bunch of
Wyman right there. He looks sketchy, doesn't he? I don't know. Gonna keep our eye on Wyman when we play it.
new and returning brands, but they don't serve much purpose.
keep my eye on
I will
him.
just show them up on screen. And again, same with the animals. However, there was mention of something called a skunk ape, which, if you don't know, is a cryptid otherwise referred to as Florida's Bigfoot, meaning the Bigfoot myths for GTA are most likely to continue. Now, some of the new gameplay additions include walking in cover, going prone, loot bags like we already mentioned, the ability to cover your face with your weapon.
That's exactly who I thought it was, Trevor. It's just he's sketchy, just like Trevor, man. We're gonna keep our eye on him, man.
And my personal
he's gonna be
favorite
raunchy.
is that it seems that instead of just dying after being hit with a fatal blow,
Oh!
you will
You're
instead
dead.
go down, to which you will either be revived by potentially taking the painkillers we mentioned, or possibly getting help from the other protagonist. You can also switch shoulders while aiming, grapple during fistfights, communicate mid-fight with the other protagonist, as well as a ping system, and you will also be able to lean or even sit on the car window while you shoot. It also seems as though that the Eagle Eye system from Red Dead Redemption 2 will be returning, and it seems most likely that it will be Jason's ability rather than Lucia's. And to end it off, you can also carry bodies, rob and threaten random NPCs, and obviously pick up items found. Now, moving on to some new gameplay systems, we have money laundering, which is
Let's go. Just give me my money.
Purchasable businesses, which was already in GTA 5. Robberies, hacking, again, that's probably Lucia. Commanding your partner / protagonist, sharing items, as well as a fully revamped witness system. Now,
Witness
this
system?
seems to be based on a description.
You're gonna have snitches. There's gonna be bots in the game that are gonna snitch on you, and then there's gonna be other players online that are gonna snitch on you, bro. And if they, dude, I'm telling you,
based model.
I can see it.
Meaning
I
that
can
if
see it.
NPCs see you commit your crime without wearing a mask, for example, they will have a full description of you and will be able to report it to the police. And the same works for your vehicle as well. Some of the new features include the ability to play without a minimap, which is one of my personal favorites, a complete revamp of the wanted system, like we said, CCTV detection, which adds a whole new element to the game, the ability to restrain NPCs, looting vehicles, more realistic crashes and handling of cars.
Dude, there's so much to GTA 6. You understand this game is going to be crazy how much stuff that you're going to be able to do. It's gonna be intense.
Which
I cannot
the
wait for
GTA
this
4
game.
Driving fans will be happy about. More control over other elements in your car, like the radio, windows, and maybe seats, for example. I don't know. A working GPS in the car, and the option to enter the passenger.
Yeah, with the mods and glitches and stuff like that. Yeah, that's why they don't put it on PC right away, because then they'll just get all the cheats right in, and That's why they slowly let it like go onto PC like a couple months or like a year later. So a lot of it's because the cheating and the mods and stuff.
You that this was all just stuff we found in the leaks. It doesn't mean that this is going to be everything
Smoking,
about the game.
Eating and drinking from the inventory. When Jason is in the gas station, one wine, soda, fruit can be seen added in the inventory on the top left side of the screen, which means you can eat and drink from the inventory at the time, like Red Dead Redemption and GTA Online. Okay. The hair and facial hair system, they got all that. The character clothes can become dirty. Okay. Cop traps. We can have cop traps. Damn. There's so much stuff here
that we know. But in case this wasn't already obvious, the attention to detail in this game will be immense. And this section in the leaks is quite long because of that. So I will list off a few very notable examples that I found. In one of the leaked clips, Lucia shoots a cop, which the cop then struggles to get up while also making sure not to put pressure on his body where he got shot. Now, when random NPCs are attacked, they also now run with their phones out in order to call the cops, rather than the wanted level just appearing. And the last one that I thought I'd bring up is that NPCs are also way more aware, as they now know when cops show up to a scene. The leaks had discovered over
we're gonna have some smart NPCs.
Different interesting events that can be
Wow, hold on. We gotta check that out.
Over 300 different
donut burnouts, tire swings, broken dawn car, shady North Miami, parking disputes, shocking event test, police siren abuse, cop arrest a counter, car pullover, dude. There's so much. Drug deal, cop raid, rival gang, airport drag, vandalism, warehouse gang. There's just so much detail in this game. This game is going to be wild. I don't think people realize. I think people do realize. That's why people are so excited about this game. Female thief, male thief, unknown thief, mansion jumper, passed out, kidnap victim, kidnapping AI, cheese. Dude, there's just, so much
events that can be possibly found throughout the world. Some involve gang wars, animal encounters, lost people,
this stuff.
Races, comp arrests, water missions, and many, many more. I can't possibly list off every single one in this video.
It's just gonna be. Wonder why it's delayed. It's what, in 13 years? So what? It's been 13 years since GTA 5. We know that they didn't just release GTA 5 and said, "All right, let's start the new project." They were already probably in development for at least a couple years, easily, before they released GTA 5, maybe even longer. The concept art and the idea might be 3-4 years. So we're probably talking like it's been in development for probably 15 plus years. That's kind of crazy.
Video, especially when I have no context for them, so I will leave them all up on screen if you want to quickly pause and read out some for yourself.
God,
now, when it comes to vehicles and locations,
we got the Honda Accord, Chevrolet Sonic hatchback, possibly a Bravado Buffalo STK, Maserati.
There are a lot that we found within the leaks that, again, I could talk about, but to be honest,
too much time. They've put time in, but maybe even too much time, to the point where it's like, damn, man, I just wish this game was out. But I mean, I guess like with COVID and that happening in 2020, that obviously put it to a stop for sure. That stopped its development. I don't know. So then they probably were like, you know what? Let's just wait. And obviously, people are pumped for this game.
Just me saying the name of these locations or vehicles without any references to them wouldn't mean much. However, I will show you the full list of returning vehicles, like we have the Bravado Bison, the Karen Rebel, the Vapid Slam
There's going to be so many cars in this
and
game.
A lot more. There is also believed to be a train station and usable trams within the game as well. But when it comes to
we got a raid! Let's go! Gunba!
Real life locations.
I'll be with you guys in 2 seconds.
Like the Miami
just finishing
Airport,
this up.
Lone Depot Park, King of Diamonds nightclub, which was renamed to Jack of Spades, the Solar Amphitheater, and the Crandon Park Tennis Stadium, and again, many more. So with all of the leaks and the...
I mean, this, like, the map GTA 6 is going to be insane with all the stuff that you can go into. And it said, what, 70% of the buildings you can go into? That's a lot. And to know, like, how big this game and this map's going to be, this is going to be crazy. Like, there's just so much to this game.
In-game info out of the way, the next thing that people are immediately going to think is, when is this game coming out? And obviously, we don't know for sure yet. It was confirmed in the Take-Two earnings call on February 6th that GTA 6 is still on track to release in fall of 2025.
I hope so.
But release aside, there's another aspect that I want to quickly mention as well, and this is for all my RP enjoyers. Now, it's safe to say that RP isn't going anywhere. Obviously, it won't come out until the PC launches, most likely in 2026, but we know that Rockstar in 2023 purchased CFX.RE, who are the creators
the RP. I've never played role playing before. I can't wait to, like, I think, like, when this game first comes out, like this, I'm definitely going to do some RP because I've never done it before. I would love to just get lost and become like a cop or something in the game. Like it'll be crazy. I cannot wait.
Used for GTA RP. GTA RP seems to be something Rockstar looks to expand on with GTA 6, and they are using CFX to get it done. Now, it has been said, however, that the company and Rockstar have had somewhat of a falling out, and whether Rockstar acquired them just to own that part of the market, we will have to wait and see. But it seems unlikely that Rockstar would just abandon the concept for GTA 6, especially given how popular it's become since 2020.
Yeah, role-playing is what keeps it going.
We did find out with some job listings from Rockstar that they are working on their own creator platform, codenamed Rome. So it seems likely that GTA 6 isn't going to just focus on RP, but it will also be making a huge leap into user-generated content as well.
All right.
And there you have it. That is all of the info that we currently have.
Like, holy crap, is that a lot of stuff in GTA 6 that we know that are coming with all these leaks? I cannot wait for the second trailer. I am dying for the second trailer. Give it to me now.
Once again, if you guys want to join the Discord
right now,
and come hang out, ask me questions, whatever, feel free to do so. Click the link in the description, come hang out, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
All right.
Peace.
Please go check him out. His name is Jetro. I will put his link into my description of this video. I'm excited. I cannot wait for GTA 6. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. The only problem is I'm going to have to go back. I'm on the PC. I'm going to have to go back to the PlayStation. I don't want to go back to the PlayStation, man. Come on, man. And the thing is, I'm going to have to buy another PlayStation. So when I moved into this apartment, the thing fell over and pinched my my HDMI in my back of my PlayStation, so I can't capture card. It doesn't work. So, whatever. But yeah, I appreciate everybody, and thank you so much. And I can't wait till GTA 6. Let's go.